Give me the Bible, star of gladness gleaming, to cheer the wanderer lone and tempest-tossed. No storms can hide that radiance peaceful beaming, since Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible when my heart is broken, when sin and grief have filled my soul with fear. Give me the precious words by Jesus spoken. Hold up faith's lamp to show my Savior near. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, all my steps enlighten, teach me the dangers of these realms below. That lamp of safety o'er the gloom shall brighten, that light alone the path of peace can show. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, lamp of life immortal, hold up that splendor by the open grave. Show me the light from heaven's shining portals, show me the glory gilding Jordan's wave. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst break the loaves beside the sea. Beyond the sacred page, I seek thee, Lord. My spirit pants for thee, O living word. Bless thou the truth, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst bless the bread by Galilee. Then shall all bondage cease, all fetters fall, and I shall find my peace, my all in all.
Good afternoon! I hope you all are ready to pick up your shovels and your pickaxes. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. CJ is ecstatic in the background, but he doesn't care. And he's wearing a hoodie that says, "Warning, I don't care." And it looks like he's eating pizza. So that's typical. Oh no, it's a burger. Now you're making me hungry. Hello, Kat. It's good to see you again, sister. And we have Sam. Sam says, "This is my Sunday." Well, Sam, I hope you have a wonderfully blessed Lord's Day. But that's no excuse. You should still be ready to pick up your shovels and picks. Reba, she says, "Hi, all y'all." She greets us from the hospital bed again, I guess. Well, Reba, you should always remember that even if you're in a hospital bed, you have to be cool. I love you, sister.
Take this, Mr. Cool. Ha ha. You're not so cool now.
I think trees are cool. Some people's kids. Hello, Reba. CJ just dying in the background. I win. So, for today's expedition, and Sam says, "And so was the rainbow. It's so cool." Yeah, it's a wonderful picture, really. So as we prepare for this expedition, our mind for the day will be in Proverbs. Our shaft is chapter 26, and the vein that we will be digging through, the chunk, is verses 9 through 16. Let's dig, y'all. Like a thorn that goes into the hand of a drunkard is a proverb in the mouth of fools. The great God, who formed everything, gives the fool his hire and the transgressor his wages. As a dog returns to his own vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The lazy man says, "There is a lion in the road. A fierce lion is in the streets." As a door turns on its hinges, so does the lazy man on his bed. The lazy man buries his hand in the bowl. It wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. Proverbs 26, 9 through 16. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or anything interesting to add in it from your personal studies, pop them up. Let's give them a look at. So, Proverbs 9 through 16 gives us the description of the fool and the lazy person. In 9 we find what a proverb is compared to in the mouth of a fool. It's compared to a thorn that goes into the hand of a drunkard, is a proverb in the mouth of fools. It's painful, and it's random. Drunkards aren't very sensible when they're staggering around, leaning on things at random, grabbing things. They're just not deliberate. Furthermore, it's a thorn that goes into the hand of said drunkard. So it's random and it's painful. Have you ever been around someone and he said something and it was so wrong it actually hurt to hear it? I'm pretty sure many of us have found ourselves in such a scenario. It actually hurt to hear what that person had to say. Like a thorn that goes into the hand of a drunkard is a proverb in the mouth of fools. It doesn't belong there. It's painful when it's uttered and it's random. So I suppose nugget number 1 would be hello, Maureen. Good to see you, sister. Probably.
Don't look at me, I'm eating.
Come on, you don't have much of a voice, and you're sitting there munching on stuff, but you can't type. Come on, the great and powerful CJ is known for his excellency in typing.
Nope.
Yep.
My hands are all greasy, sorry. You're on your own for nuggets.
Moving on.
What was nugget number 1?
I'm still trying to figure out the wording. I have the idea of what I want, but I'm trying to figure out the wording. Proverbs misused are painful. Moving on. We see in verse 10 how God gives the fool his hire and the transgressor his wages. These people, they're going to get, as we say in modern day terminology, they're going to get what's coming to them. The great God who formed everything gives the fool his hire and the transgressor his wages. They will get what they deserve. You know, I am very glad that I do not get what I deserve. Because, truthfully, and most of us would probably agree, we don't deserve what we think we deserve. So, I am very thankful I do not get what I deserve. But the fool and the transgressor, the wicked, the foolish, they get what they deserve. And that's nugget number 2. The wicked get what they earn. In 12, he does a comparison between a man who is wise in his own eyes and a fool. He says, you see that man over there who is wise in his own eyes? This is the guy who thinks he's always right, who has determined there's nothing else for him to learn, and he thinks he has a complete understanding of every topic he touches. This is the man wise in his own eyes. And Solomon says, there is more hope for a fool than for him. Now, it's like, well, I'd say that's pretty extreme, wouldn't you? I mean, at least he's wise. Well, that's entirely the problem. He views himself as being too wise, so he neglects to be able to learn. Nugget number 3, don't be self-wise. But that one works. Thank you, CJ. There's more hope for a fool than for him, because the fool can still learn. The man who is wise in his own eyes refuses to learn any farther. So, in his wrong, which he views as wise, he will always stay wrong, because he's locked himself in a loop, in a bubble. He knows everything, so there's nothing more to learn. So when you try to convince him that he doesn't know everything, he decides that he knows that you don't know what you're talking about. This is the man wise in his own eyes. Don't be a wise guy. Verse 14, as a door turns on its hinges, so does the lazy man on his bed. Most of us can visualize this, and I visualize it rather humorously. Now we're displayed with the lazy man. Not necessarily the foolish man, but he's lazy. Which are pretty close things in most aspects. But the visuals I get of this, you can see the lazy man on his bed, and you can see like a squeaky door, as a door turns on its hinges, back and forth, back and forth. He never leaves his bed. If so, he's right back to it. He swings open, he swings closed. He doesn't do anything, he doesn't go anywhere, he accomplishes nothing. This is the lazy man on his bed. The lazy is back and forth. Nugget number 4. I just love the terminology used there. Verse 15 is another classic. The lazy man buries his hand in the bowl, and it wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. You can see this lazy man, he's sitting at the table, and he sticks his hand in the bread bowl, or whatever bowl you want to picture. Bread bowl. It could be a cereal bowl if you really want to make things funny. But he sticks his hand in this bowl to grab food. And he just stops. He goes, I'm so tired. And he falls asleep right there. It wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. He is so lazy to the extent that he can't nourish himself.
I picture he puts his hand in and then he just falls over head first into the popcorn,
Oh. It's okay to get a little amusing and a little fun with the pictures displayed here. It can help with the overall point. You see, this is absurdity we're dealing with. This person is so lazy that he sticks his hand in the bowl to get food, and he's too tired to bring it back to his mouth. That is the extent of this person's laziness. A good nugget for this one? Let's see if we can couple it with the next verse. What's the next verse have to say? Nope, that didn't couple very well. Cat says terrible. Terrible as in the extent of laziness he's in? Or can you explain on that one a little bit more, sister?
Probably my joke is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But, we're dealing with total absurdity here. It's horrendous that someone can get this lazy. Cat says yes, being that lazy. He is so lazy. It's not that he's incapable. He just doesn't want to. He lacks total motivation. He has the capability to bring it back to his mouth. Cat says yes, being that lazy. She says, your jokes are great, CJ. But he's just so lazy that he just falls asleep in the process. It wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. He can't nourish himself.
Can I get you to record that in Messenger so I can have it as my ringtone?
What? He falls asleep in his food?
Your jokes are great, CJ. Your jokes are great, CJ.
No, you put me as a screaming goat. So get over yourself.
Ah!
Ah! Cat says LOL. Nugget number 5. The lazy. Oh, hey. CJ, by the way, it's time for you to get ready for reading. CJ has nightmares about that ringtone. Anyway. Nugget number 5. The lazy is capable, but unmotivated. Isn't that right, Cat? Better a screaming goat than a lazy bloat. Sam says, I heard a screaming goat and was reminded of you in the Philippines. Well, thank you, Sam.
Whoops, sorry, I thought you were done. Come on, get done, shut up. Somebody's gotta go live in 4 minutes. Come on, chop.
Hey, nothing like 3 back-on-back streams. All done by the same household. Because CJ is feeling pathetic. Which our deepest sympathies goes out for CJ.
I'm always pathetic. If you've noticed, my voice is actually getting better.
Well, would you shut up and be able to read?
I guess.
You're the one sitting here delaying me. Brotherly love here, y'all.
Keep going.
So for our final nugget, the grand finale, we're left with verse 16. The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. Do you remember the fella mentioned earlier that was wise in his own eyes? How he's unable to learn? He's stuck in his own stupidity? Here we have him again, but this time he's a lazy man. So the lazy person is wise in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. This lazy person views himself as being so much wiser than anyone else that in his babbling stupidities, he views himself as more sensible than 7 men who can actually answer sensibly. He's nonsense. This lazy man. He's full of self-wise nonsense. He views himself as better than 7 people who can answer sensibly. That's how greater he thinks he is. And that's how perfect. This is how that compares in his own mind. He thinks he's more sensible than 7 men who are sensible. Nugget number 6. Don't be self-wise. It goes along with the previous nugget earlier. There you go. That works for me, CJ. Good job. Fools are delusional. I like that. It sounds like there is a mouse in that drawer over there. Fools are delusional. I like that, CJ. Nugget run through. Tech's a little slow today.
Hey, I'm trying to create the room and run your tech. Give me a little bit of grace.
Focus, Daniel-san. Focus. Anyways, nugget number 1. Proverbs misused are painful. Okay, fine. Nugget number 2. The wicked get what they deserve. Nugget number 3. Don't be a wise guy. Nugget number 4. The lazy is back and forth. Back and forth. Nugget number 5. The lazy is capable but unmotivated. And finally, nugget number 6. Fools are delusional. Cat says, y'all act like brothers. That's how long and how well CJ and I know each other, Sister Cat. And that's how much the CJ and I view each other as brothers. To that depth. Thank you for the compliment, Sister Cat. Isn't that right, CJ?
Yes.
Sam says at least he doesn't have the camera who goes upside down. We named that camera eSword, CJ. Or not CJ, so Sam. We named that camera eSword. Reba says, thank you for them there golden nuggets. There be gold in them there pages. Thank you for being here, sister. Thank you all for being here, for picking up your shovels, your picks, for laughing with me, for having fun, and for mining. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Love you. Stay strong, stay safe,